Now at 6 at Tuesday's primaries, any indication the Seattle mayoral race is shaping up to be a closely contested battle. Good evening, I'm Steve Solis.
And I'm Mary Nom. The latest ballot count this afternoon shows challenger Katie Wilson expanding her lead over incumbent Bruce Harrell from about 1,300 votes to more than 5,000. So what do the early results tell us, and what could they reveal about voters' sentiment and expectations?
KOMO's Michelle Esan joins us live in Seattle with more on that. Michelle.
Well, hi, guys. I can tell you this. Of course, we are far from all of the votes being counted here, but we could certainly see a general election showdown. For the challenger, this is a boost. For the incumbent, a nudge. One thing for sure, our political analyst tells me, this is going to get even more competitive. About last night, early primary results had Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell trailing challenger Katie Wilson.
I'm feeling great. We were not expecting to be ahead on the first drop, right?
And I always see victory, and I always see an outcome that I want. So, again, we sort of knew this was going to be a close race all along.
But KOMO political analyst Dotsour cautioned against drawing conclusions. What does it mean?
Well, I think there's a couple of things that happened yesterday. Number one, you certainly had a constituency that was very, very liberal that really turned out in this primary.
Number two, August 5th is not November 5th.
You know, listen, you'd rather be ahead than behind, okay? On any election, no matter what. But if you're not topping 50%, right, and you've got to double the turnout in general, it's a whole new game.
That said, Dotsour expects the race to remain very competitive.
I think you're going to see a different campaign going forward, probably out of both of them.
More of this. Wilson calls Harrell's leadership weak and ineffective. The mayor's campaign has painted Wilson as far left.
I think people want a mayor who is going to tackle the problems that they're facing every day.
Both insist tackling crime, cost of living, and affordable housing are top priorities.
When we talk about housing affordability, we know we will throw the kitchen sink and trying to make sure every person can live in this city.
Harrell said he needs to do a better job telling, quote, his story. Changes while in office. He points to declining crime rates, homicides down significantly, but admits a rash of recent violence, from a man being gunned down outside a Seattle church to another shot on the waterfront. For voters, public safety concerns remain heightened.
You still see senseless violence, and people want to, again, make sure that we're doing everything humanly possible to make sure that they're safe.
So another big factor here, those undecided voters. Which way are they going to go? Dotsour also pointed out to me the poll tracking numbers. He says they are favorable for Harrell. So what do we got here? 91 days and counting for both candidates to convince the voters they're the right choice. Back to you.
Hey, Michelle, how is money factored into this race?
Well, of course, Steve, you know, it is always a big factor. I can tell you that both of the candidates were kind of neck and neck here on their campaign raising. Harrell a little bit higher. But the big thing that Dotsour said he's going to be looking for are those independent expenditures. That's that independent cash that doesn't have anything to do with the campaign. So we'll be watching that, and we'll see how much money comes in that way. That's the very latest. Back to you.
All right, Michelle, thank you.